sore joints or dry skin? Try All Balm. Our CBD topicals are fast absorbing, non-greasy, and smell amazing. Now available at 2U Wines in South Euclid. Sip, shop, and feel better. Natural.
What's going on, y'all?
Go ahead, clap it first.
Oh, damn. Listen. I'm about to practice.
No, we're not this rusty.
We are rusty as hell, all right? But we back, y'all. We back. No, Yep. I'm just talking and clapping.
This is what happens at the pull-up experience.
Yeah, we a little rough, but we back, y'all. We back.
Whoop, whoop.
They're back.
I was going to say as if we never left, but clearly, he done gave it away.
You almost had a hell of a summer vacation.
We did. We definitely did.
Outside.
I see.
Well, some of us was inside.
Some of us inside, yes. But we had to get something less. We back to y'all. We came back with the man, the myth, the legend. Come on,
Marcus Storm. Hello.
Hello,
Welcome to
hello.
the pull-up.
Thank you.
A pleasure to have you.
It's a pleasure to be here. You know, and I'm gonna be honest. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, even seeing y'all in Futureland, you guys have been inspiring. Y'all made me want to, push through that that glass ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I appreciate you guys. You know, y'all do a lot of great things here.
Come
Oh,
on.
well, thank
Come on,
you.
man.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
That means a lot.
It really does.
And we waited on this too. I met you at the Launch Arts event.
Yes.
And, you actually let me know that you were going to be on the pull-up. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I'll see you. I will see you in August.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, the time has come. So,
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear more.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. You guys mind if I do my intro real quick?
Oh, no, by all means. Yes, sir.
All right, cool. For the people who don't know, the women that want to know, and the niggas here for a good show, my name is Marcus Storm. All right, rapper, songwriter, the host of Sip and Chill, part of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, those distinguished brothers of black and old gold, marching onward and upward towards the light feelings,
Come on, man.
ice cold, and it feels good to be here to just pull up at the pull-up experience.
Brittany, we got working hard, okay? We got working hard.
I'm
Because,
working mine tonight in front of the mirror.
Just like,
No.
just like 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
so we're going to get into that. Because
Yes.
we need one of those, by the way. We don't work on that.
Yeah.
But that is the sign of a person who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, I think that might be the first that we've had where you was ready, okay?
Yeah,
With your
yeah.
own intro.
The thing is, you got to know how to turn it on, then turn it off.
Gotcha.
You know.
Okay, we're going to get into that, sir. Because, listen, obviously, you know what you're doing. But let's okay, so I like to know everyone's journey. Because every journey has a beginning. Right?
Of course.
So, I ask this question to everyone. I'm going to ask this of you. Cleveland born and raised?
Born in Youngstown, Ohio.
Come on, Youngstown.
Youngstown. Born in the Yo.
Yeah,
Born in the
okay. So with that being said, in Youngstown, so I asked a question. So you not being in Cleveland, did you hear about Cleveland? Did you visit Cleveland quite often?
No, I was just born in Youngstown. I was raised in Cleveland Heights.
Okay,
so.
Cleveland. Okay, sorry.
Okay,
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, I just had to
Roots
finish
is
it.
in Youngstown.
Yeah. Okay. So match this. With that being said, were you one of those kids who were in audiovisual club or doing announcements? Like, where did it all start for you?
So it all started for me back in like middle school. Mind you, I had no idea about any of this until I got into middle school. Because as a child, your mind starts to like really see a lot more as you're growing up. I didn't really start getting into this later until middle school. So I went to Roxborough Middle, and I just started getting into like hip hop, and rap.
What type was any artist in particular or whatnot?
Oh, the first artist I started listening to immediately was Young Jeezy.
Wow. Okay.
My parents tried to shield me from it.
Okay.
They was like only R&B, jazz, and soft rock exist.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm just
right.
like, no, it doesn't. And my brother was like, no, it doesn't. And then when I heard it, I was like, yo, this is dope. And then like I started hearing Kanye West, and then I started hearing Common. I'm talking about that old Kanye.
Come on now.
I started hearing Common Sense. I started hearing like Lil Wayne, and then I heard Trey Songz for the first time. That's when Chris Brown came out for the first time. And next thing you know, I was like, yo, I want to do this. I want to get into music. My parents laughed at it. They were like, rapper? No, what are you doing in school though? So it's just like, they were like, this was what I wanted to do, but podcasting didn't start coming till later. Later during like pandemic later. As we fast forward, I'm doing all this music. I'm opening up for all these artists. Mind you, I've opened up for 12 artists in my career so far. I've literally have performed all around Ohio and Cleveland. You know, hardest worker in the room, and I stand by it. You know, because I don't have time to play. You know, the moment I decide to play around is when my opponent beat me, and we don't like that. All right,
It's tight episode.
hey, come on, let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. And the thing is, I didn't start getting into the podcast later. It started during the pandemic. You know, it started off as a mixtape release party because I was releasing a mixtape titled "Love, Hate, and Winter Break." And
Okay, I like that.
Thank you. This was when I graduated college at the time.
What college you came from, by the way?
Cleveland State.
Come
I'm a
on,
Viking.
bro.
I'm a Viking.
Come on,
Come
bro.
on.
Right, all
Shout out
day.
Cleveland State.
Cleveland State. Come on. We're going to homecoming this year. All right. After that, you know, everybody was inside. There was nothing to do, and I started playing music through Instagram. That's where I started at. Next thing you know, people started saying, "Hey, play my music, play my music, play my music. Let me get on." And I was like, "Okay." So I started playing their music as well. People were like, "You gonna do this tomorrow?" I was like, "Yeah." And then I thought to myself, "I think we got something
Yeah,
here."
that's out here.
You know, next thing you know, I do it for a whole week. People are literally tuning in almost every week to have their music played, and I was just like, I need to give this a name. You know, and it's crazy because I was sipping wine at the time, and I was chilling. You know, I was chilling at the time. I was sipping and I was chilling. You know, and next thing you know, I asked my boy Denzel to come on. I was like, "Hey, you want to play your music and be a guest while I ask you questions for the audience?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You know what this sounds like?" He was like, "What? It sounds like you're trying to start a podcast." I was like, "You know what? You're right." Mind you, I started this podcast by myself.
Come on now.
By myself. Literally just me and I started bringing different artists on. So I started doing local artists, but then I started going on Instagram to find different people from all around the world. So I've interviewed your most local artists to the platinum selling songwriter to the Grammy nominated member to the Grammy nominated songwriter.
Come on now. Come on. I don't want to keep getting that. Don't get in that, sir. Because I keep
Yeah,
on hitting
you
that.
are.
No, keep bringing the hype. I love it.
No, but that's dope right there, man.
Thank you.
I had a question for you because I know first starting out for me, but it's like you always had that. And how did you get comfortable asking the questions, asking them to have certain guests on? Because I know when people first starting out, they're like, "Well, I don't have enough of an audience, or I don't have enough experience." How did you gain the experience to be able to do what you do now?
I just dived in.
Come on.
You know, I just dived in. I first started with people that I knew, that I was just like some of the most underrated artists that I know.
you get a
Some of them
platform.
are my friends, you know, and it's just like, I need you to come on because you are way too dope
Come on
to
now.
just be there,
Yeah.
to just
That's good.
exist. You know, the thing is, we can exist, but what we do with our existence matters. Okay?
I need this back. Excuse me.
What we do with our existence matters. You know, people say they love what they do, but do you love it enough to get uncomfortable? So, you know, that's the first thing. Shout out to my boy Denzel, the artist. He was my first ever guest, and I bring him on every single year during the anniversary episodes.
Because he kicked it off.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Talented singer. I say this, he might sound better than The Weeknd. You know, that's how good. That's how much confidence I have. You know, award nominated too. I'm proud of him. You know, but I bring him on. I answer these questions, and of course I'm nervous. You know, it's everybody watching, but I'm having fun doing it.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm getting inboxes just to be like, "Yo, I want to be the next guest. I want to be the next guest." So I start bringing people on. Every other week to every week. You know, then it's starting to turn to every other day. You know, and next thing you know, because I want to talk about this. This is how I knew I had something. Different people started reaching out to me from just like people I didn't even know.
Yeah.
They were like, "Hey, I see that you're doing this. Mind you, it's the pandemic. We are all inside.
Yep.
We are all inside." So I had no excuse but to be a creative, you know. And they started coming on, and I started interviewing them, and then I started getting a passion for it. I was like, "Damn, this is kind of becoming my baby a little bit."
Come on now.
And this is also what I also knew that I was making a movement was when I got my first award nomination as a podcaster. Mind you, this was still on Instagram.
Okay.
And I started seeing people do the same thing as me, and I'm just like, really? Really?
Don't get me started. We'll go
Yeah.
for Cat Williams.
Yeah. You know, but I got my first award nomination from the Ohio Entertainment Awards from my boy Andrew Lloyd. and you know, it was for best podcast and best radio podcast host. That was the very first one, and yeah. Since then, the rest has been history, and I've been invited to do different stuff. You guys want to know what it was? What it is?
Yeah.
I was invited to do All-Star Weekend in 2022.
Wow.
You know, with Breakthrough Sounds, and they were collaborating with the Cavs and all that. And I had the privilege to fly out to the Grammys in 2022.
Okay. All right. Doing big things.
So time out, bro. So you telling me from a podcast or from just your talent to a podcast has opened doors up for you?
Yes.
So let that be a testament to you, the person watching,
Yeah.
you, the person listening,
Yeah.
that you could you could do the same thing.
You can.
That's right.
You can. You know, go ahead.
No. I want to hear what you were about to say. It sounded inspirational. Let me hear.
No, it is. It is. It is.
Mm-hmm.
I always say hard work beats talent when talent doesn't want to work hard.
Come on now.
You know.
Top so.
But if
Yeah.
you're willing to work hard and display those talents, there's no excuse. You know, my thing is, if we're willing to go out our way and, as I said, get uncomfortable
Yeah.
with what we're doing, anything's possible. You know, it's not going to feel right. And if it doesn't feel right, you're doing it right.
Right.
Yep.
You're
Yeah.
doing it right.
That's right.
You know, quick little story. I went to New York, 2018, before the pandemic. I'm doing my music. My friend and I are in Harlem. We run into Ellie Varner out in New
wow.
York. And my boy, I went to go use the restroom. I like Ellie Varner's music, but my boy is a fan. And I'm just like, hey, bro, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick because I'm gonna let him get his star power going. You know, and he's just like he's like, I know you a fan. Go ask for a refill, okay? I'll be back. All right. So I go back. I come back, and I'm just like, where's she at, bro? Did you talk to her? He was like, nah. And I'm just like, why? He was like, I got nervous, and I'm just like, damn. It's from that point there, I was just like, never again will I allow my friends to feel comfortable like that ever again. It's just like, it's good to look from a distance, but if you don't interact, you don't know the type of doors you could be opening.
Yeah, that's right.
So what you tell me? You're a
That's
purpose
good.
pusher.
I am a purpose pusher. I would tell you I am a speaker too. You know, so yeah.
I like that. I like that because we had the full experience. We're purpose pushers also.
Oh yeah.
You know, we see because you know a lot of people don't see the greatness they have inside themselves. Sometimes you got to push them there.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, push them in the comfort zone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because accountability, nothing gets done achieved there.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can't. It's not if it doesn't happen, then I feel like at the end of the day, you know, you're cheating yourself because you could go do what you want to do, but if you're just waiting for someone else to do it first, then you're cheating yourself. You don't know who you could be inspiring.
Yeah.
You could like as I said, I told y'all I had to give y'all's flowers. Y'all inspired me. I was just like, hey, we gotta push it to the next level, man. Because it's like I was literally in the mirror. I was just like, hey, you got a great podcast. You just need to. You know, when was the last time you did something big like what the pull-up experience is doing? You know, so I was just like, we have to go for it.
Come on, man.
Oh wow.
And you know what? And it's all the church, man. And this story always to me. Everyone knows the story of the talents, right? Person has 1 talent, 2 talents, 5 talents, right? And if you read your Bible, okay, doing the full story, right? But what scares me is that the man who had the 1 talent, how he buried it, right?
Yeah.
And when God said, "Be away from me," because you the talent I gave you didn't even use it, you buried it. And that to me scares me, and why I always push to go harder, whatever I do, because I don't want to get to God. He'd be like, "I gave you the talent."
Yeah.
He did nothing with it. So with the person watching, I'm gonna push you into whatever God's called you to do it, because you don't want to get someone to be like, "I gave you the ability to sing. What'd you do with it?"
They just wasted.
You just wasted it.
You just wasted it in the shower. Like, what are you doing?
And shout out to you, brother, because you're not wasting nothing.
I
I
can't.
know.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Wasted
Yes, sir.
time, talent,
Thank
none
you.
of that. So I do have to ask you, you know, also being a fellow podcaster, you have guests that request to be on the show. Some are great fit, some not so much.
Oh, for sure.
Now, how do you deal with the ones that wasn't quite what you were looking for and needed on your podcast?
Well, the thing is, I usually let people from all walks of life come on because everything that we have in common is, of course, music. Okay, everything goes well with music. But the people who weren't the greatest fit, you know, sometimes it takes a little time for them to get back on the show. Because I've had some guests where they've showed up late. I'm very prompt. I'm a big stickler on time.
Yeah.
I do not play about time or my time, especially when you paid me to get on. You know, so it's just like, why would you be late to your own podcast? And you already paid me and the team. You know, can't be playing with that. You know, but then also like people who don't show up on time, and then people who waste our time. You know, they're not a great fit. We remember not to bring them back. You know, and when I say waste our time, I'm talking about disrespecting my co-host before the show start, disrespecting me, not shaking everybody's hand on the show, just to show the amount of respect we want to be shown. Because we might have requested, you might have requested to come on, or we might have asked you to come on, but show some gratitude, show some respect. Because I'm gonna do the same thing when I enter your platform.
Yeah.
You know, I literally shake everybody's hand. I shake the janitor's hand. You know, because we're all doing a job, you know, and he deserves our respect too. Funny story, I was actually in his shoes at one point. I was a janitor, you know. I was a garbage man too for 2 years. You know, growing up, because it's just like, we'll talk about that in a minute. You know,
No, look, bro, let's talk about it, because I think a lot of people don't understand that to always stay humble, regardless of the accolades, regardless of that, because we all come from somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I've always learned that. My man Alex 3000 said it best. He said, "What comes up must come down."
Has to.
So whatever, you know, treat people like you want to be treated, at the same time treat everyone with respect, because you want to be treated that same way.
Exactly.
So no, I get that also.
Yeah, because it's just like, you know, when I was doing that stuff, I was funding not just for my music at the time. I was funding for like, because I was doing it in high school and throughout college as well. I was funding myself through like wrestling. I wrestled in high school, you know. And I had a mission to get these new wrestling shoes, because the shoes I had weren't cutting. I was slipping on the mat. You know, how you ain't gonna take someone down and throw them and firemen's and single double them, and next thing you know, you slipping on the ground.
Slipping on the ground, you can't suplex somebody.
Exactly.
With shoes.
Exactly. I used to know how to suplex really well too.
Oh man, Marquis.
Man, I just like,
I'm chill out. Let me chill out.
No, you know, just like I needed these new shoes.
Yeah.
And my dad, I was fortunate enough to grow up in a household with loving and caring parents, but my dad made me and my brother start from the dirt if we wanted money. You know, he put us.
Made you appreciate it more though.
Oh yeah, yeah. When I think about it now, I just can't help but really just thank my mom, my dad, and you know, because they was just like, you know what the cell phone I started off with? The flip phone. I ain't getting no razor, okay? There's the Virgin Mobile flip.
I had a brick. I had a brick.
You had the
I had the brick.
You had a brick?
I had the brick. So don't. And I had minutes. I'm old.
I had minutes too. I had minutes.
I remember after 9.
Oh man, like
After 9.
it was rough.
No. Listen, bro. But I will say, let me ask you this: will you say those experiences help cultivate who you are today, though?
Yes.
The hard work.
Yes, I'm a hard worker, and I get emotional thinking about it and talking about it, because it's just like, if you saw how far I've came, you know, there were a lot of non-believers growing up, even in college. That's when I started taking the music serious, because people were like, "Oh, Marcel can't really do this." I was like, "Oh, for real? Man, watch this," you know. So even then, I was just like, "Yo, I'm gonna shoot this to the moon," you know.
I got another question for you, brother.
Yes.
With that being said, how do you help move past the naysayers, those who, like you said, who didn't believe? Because it's some people who, unfortunately, cannot get moved past that. You know, they hear it, and it just makes them want to fall by the wayside.
Yep.
What do you say to the person who needs that motivation to keep pushing forward when people tell them they can't do it?
You need to be around positive people that know that you can do it. You know, I first started off with my squad. You know, sorry, I got stories for days, y'all.
No, we want the stories.
Okay, yeah. I first started off with my squad. You know, shout out to my boy Guru Bates. He was the first that believed. He was just like, he looked at me dead in my face, and he was like, "You serious about this?" And I'm just like, "Yeah." He was like, "No. Are you serious?" And then I was like, "Yeah." You know, he was like, "All right, cool." And then like my boy Hazy Jones, shout out to my boy Jonah. He was like, "If you're serious, I'm down." You know, we've all shared stages together. My boy in London, you know, makes beats and all that. I told him, let's collab, let's do this. We met almost every summer, well, every day during the summer when we first got started. And I didn't start getting most of my stuff out there until 2015, mind you. It's 2012, 2013, we put out some stuff. But back to the question, basically be around positive people who care. Find your motivation, find your why, find your purpose, find why you want to do this, you know? Like, don't tell people your dreams and they purposely try to misunderstand you. You know? Don't do that. Don't do that, you know? Because the thing is, they're going to purposely misunderstand you because either they're envious of you, they tried to do it, but it didn't work, you know, and they don't want it to work for you. Or they just don't like you because you got the juice and they don't. All right.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Listen, we
Or
talk
they
all day.
right. Or they just might be musty. I don't know. Like
I'm leaning toward the musty part.
yeah,
I'm a freak.
yeah. Like it's always the naysayers with the worst breath too. By the way, smelling like earring back and bad navel. Like it's just bad. It's just bad. You know. Because I've had a couple naysayers, you know, and gingivitis is a thing, okay?
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing, you know, but it's just I've had a couple naysayers. I've had a couple try to bring me down, try to destroy my name, destroy my reputation. And then Drake ain't playing when they say they'll come together as one to talk crazy about you, you know, and then put stuff out there. But they've been dealt with. You know,
Come on now. I didn't hit that one time.
yeah, they've been dealt with by my success. And it's just like I remember one time, someone was trying to go back and forth with me. I don't do the back and forth. You can do that in person. So it's just like I don't hang out with keyboard warriors. You know, we can either put down a track or you can shut your mouth. You know, so
You got this track out here?
I got a couple of them.
Oh, no, we ain't gonna get to that. This is not our type of podcast.
Yeah.
But you said I have those.
Yeah, I gotta like whenever I feel like I'm in a bad mood or a naysayer tries to say something, I take out my phone, I look at my notes, I see all the accolades I've done. I'm like, I feel better now, you know, and then I just move forward because they're not important.
Right, you gotta remind it. Come on, that's a bar.
All right, yeah, come on. This is just like we've got to accomplish a lot in just a little bit of time.
Come on now.
And we're only scratching the surface.
Come on now.
All right, so.
So tell me about. So let me ask you this. With that being said, how do you get in creative mode? A lot of people different. A lot of people they gotta be in silent room. Some people need some wine.
Yeah, like me. Yeah, no, I just yeah.
But what helps you get creative and get in that mode, man?
I gotta be in a silent room, especially when it comes to making music. As an artist, I have to be in a silent room. I have to feel the beat. I gotta put my headphones on, and like I'm not much of a sit down and write type of guy. I'm a get up and pace type of writer.
Okay.
You know, so I gotta walk around. I gotta feel the beat. Even when I'm in the studio, I don't let anybody in the studio. You know, I don't even let air in the studio. Like,
Oh my.
yeah, yeah. Like you get what I'm saying.
I know. I'm messing with you.
Like I'm literally in the studio there to focus. Like the producer's like, "Are you ready?" I'm just like, "No." Then like they'll ask, "Are you ready?" They'll be like, "No." Okay. And I'll just be like, "Cool." You know. And then like when I'm done, I'm like, "All right, I'm ready." Because like when I gotta put something down, I gotta sometimes dig deep to find it. I gotta dig real deep. You know. Don't get me wrong. I can make the party songs and we all have a good time. We all can dance. You know, and just like get it going. But when it's time to go, and I'm ready to get in that pocket. You know what the pocket is, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to get in my bag, you know, like the fries on the bottom. All right. You know, then you know, I need to dig deep and get serious, you know. And I think that's what the album's about too. You know, not even I think that's what I know the album's about. We're gonna dance, have a good time, you know.
Oh, okay. So you are currently working on the album, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I got an album and I got a tape.
Okay. Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Y'all want to know the name?
I was about to
You
get
might
into
as
it.
well, you know, give us a scoop.
All right, hold these shovels, okay? So that's how you know I'm a rapper because I just be like,
Yeah, just off the dome.
yeah. So The album is called The Feelings Mutual. And, yeah, and the mixtape, which is coming before the album, is called The Wolf of Rap.
Come on now.
Yeah. You've heard of Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes.
Well, I'm the Wolf of Rap.
Okay.
Because my thing is, I don't like to be like anybody. I don't like to dress like everybody else. You know, my thing is, and I've always been this type of guy, I like dressing up, shirt, tie, suit. You know, when it's time to present, you know, I treat my music, my audience, wherever I perform, like a business. You know, when I'm here to give you a show, I'm here to give you a show. I'm not the stagnant, let's stand around and just like, you know, yeah. I'm just, no, it's not me. I want to give you a show.
Okay.
I want to entertain you. All right? I want to tell you my story. So I treat the music like a business, you know?
With that being said, because a lot of people take rap as therapy, some people use it as a way to get their feelings out. You say you treat it like a business.
I treat it like a business, but yes, I do get the feelings out. You know, I need y'all to feel me. You know, I need you guys to feel me. You know.
So give me an example of how you treat it as a business, because a lot of people's take on business is different and whatnot. How do you treat your rap as business?
Okay. I get up every day, 5:30 a.m.
Bless you.
5:30 a.m. We don't look through social media first.
Right.
We play the instrumental. First, we got to stretch because you know we old out here, you know, and
Speak for yourself.
yeah. I know you're like 23, right?
That's
like,
right.
I know. All right, you look amazing. So,
Thank you.
of course, only for you. You know,
Sniper.
I'm the assassin. So, I get up 5:30 a.m. All right, I stretch. I put on my headphones from the previous song I'm working on or to a new one. I'm thinking about a story I can tell. You know, of course I'm doing my whole pacing thing, writing, typing, you know, and after I get done with that, you know, I stretch again. I take everything off, put on my workout gear, I go run. Then afterwards, whenever I'm not listening to music, there's always more ideas that come. I was like, don't y'all hate that? Like when you're actually not doing it, it's just more ideas start flowing, you know. And like when the ideas start flowing, I run, but I might have to come back to go write again one more time, and then I'll finish up by doing like a home workout, just hit push-ups, or just like, you know, I'm trying to get my stomach back together, so I'm trying to get these sit-ups, you know, because you got to be in good shape when you're on stage. All right.
That a lot of people don't know that you have to get your cardio in.
It is because you got vocals, and especially if you're a dancer and a singer, it can get rough if you're winded. You
Did
know?
not know that.
Yeah, and then afterwards, when I get done with my little workout, I practice like me performing. You know, I imagine the crowd, what I want to say to the crowd, and then I execute.
Okay.
It's just like that's how I treat it like a business. And when I get there, when I get to a venue, I shake hands with everybody, and I mean everybody, because they didn't have to do this. They didn't have to sign me up for this. They didn't have to agree with me to any terms to have me. You know,
That's good. A lot of people they don't treat it like a business. They appreciate it as a hobby or sorts. They be like, so when I show up, listen, no mic check, no nothing. Let's just go.
Yeah, no, I need that mic check because if my vocals are off, I'm gonna be pissed and I'm gonna have to go down some water, you know. And like the thing is, as I said, I shake hands with everybody, make sure everybody's cool. You know, I go to mic check. You know, before my name gets called, I say a little prayer. I do my little warm ups and stuff. You know, because I'm there to perform. You know, I'm there to execute. I need to give people a reason to remember who Marcus Storm is. They need a reason to remember. You know, so.
Let me ask you this, with that being said, what is the most memorable concert you went to where you said, I don't want to be there exactly, but I like the cadence, or I like the ambiance it has that I want to incorporate in my own concert?
I got so many. Can I give you two?
Oh yeah, by all means.
So the first one, was Bone Thugs and Harmony in the Agora.
Wow.
Yeah, 2017. I'll never forget. 2017, we go into the Agora. Mind you, I got my boys coming on stage with me to do featured songs, you know, and just the people around were just so supportive. You know, mind you, artists in the building, everybody has their own audiences coming in to see them. And the fact that the people came in as soon as they heard my songs was great, you know, and it was just a memorable night. I got to see Bone Thugs perform. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. Those are some of the biggest artists I performed for. Also performed to open up for DJ Paul from 3-6 Mafia.
Whoa.
Yeah, I met him in person. You know, he's definitely a good guy. He cares about the culture a lot. But second one was recently when I was doing my little tour in Youngstown. And when I tell you the Youngstown scene when it comes to music is close, they are close, tight knit. Everybody from the city you would have thought came to the West Side Bowl to watch these artists perform. They heard about me, but never seen me in action. They heard about me, but never seen me in action. So when they announced Marcus Storm, I only got a couple claps. I was just like, oh, bet, watch this. And
You won them over.
yeah, I won them over, and I like crowd interaction. So I always tell them, I always tell them, if you don't cheer, I'm coming in. If you don't cheer, I'm coming to the crowd.
There you go.
You know, and then next thing you know, I tell them, put your hands up. You know, when you do that, man, this is hit or miss. They gonna put their hands up. Either gonna put your hands up, or they gonna look at you. Like they're gonna be like there's always that one like, nah, I didn't come for you. I'm not putting my hands up now. You know, and like they put their hands up. You know, and I always tell people, I always make this in my mind. Give them a reason to turn their heads. Always give them a reason to turn their heads.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
You know, and that's what I did. The crowd got really hyped, and I was just like, they liked one song, my latest song, Checkmate. I did that one, but they loved that song, No Love in Atlanta, that I did. And I was like, y'all like that No Love in Atlanta? Should we're gonna encore? And they was like, yeah. And I was like, I turned to the DJ. I was just like,
run it back.
And like I was like Jay Uso with it. I was just like, get your hands up. You know. So those are my top two so far. You know,
that's good.
One in Pittsburgh was great too, but you know, it was cool.
No, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, how do you find it? Okay, you sound very busy, like you said. You know, businessman, so you steadily doing things. How are you finding time to not only do what you love, you know, get out here and, you know, really, you know, work in each and every crowd that you're in front of in regards to your music, and then also podcasting, because podcasting in itself is a job.
No, it's full time.
Okay, like it's no joke.
No.
So you're tackling two, and it sounds like both of them are full time. You're thriving and going. How are you balancing? How are you doing this?
So here's the secret. I don't.
The bar.
So, in all seriousness, I do. How I do it is like, we make a week for music, and then we make a week for podcast. We make a week for music, then we make a week for podcast. Now, if that creative bug hits you while podcast week, we got to write some bars, you know.
Right.
But then afterwards, for the podcast though, basically, when I'm not doing the music, I just get my boys together, and we got to talk. We want to see who we want on the podcast. We want to see how we're gonna initiate it, how we're gonna get it together. You know. Okay. So basically, I'm learning to write everything down.
That's
you
right.
know, we got
make it plain.
right. We have a podcast, especially if it's like a really big guest. That's a whole different story. There was like this month, like we had a podcast dedicated to one guest, and we couldn't bring anybody else on. Shout out to my boy EC3.
Yeah,
I seen
saw
that.
Yeah, he's a professional wrestler.
Come on, now.
Former NWA world champion. You know, we also had Filthy Tom Lawler come
The
through.
cozy mood. Shea butter and warm sugar is where it's at. Or maybe you're more in a champagne spritz and roses type mood. Whatever the mood, set it with one of these Febreze Air Mist fragrances today.
You know, we're trying to get Jokic to come back, the UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was supposed to say that out loud, but I'm trying. I need to reach out to his reps and everybody.
That's right. He'll see this episode. Come on.
And we also I was also trying to get one more person. I don't want to say his name just yet.
We'll leave it in. We'll have a future collaboration.
We gotta know about the collaboration.
We gotta put it out there.
Yeah. But I try to make as much time as possible, because if this podcast falls off, I'm gonna be upset. And we've been working way too hard.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So.
Okay.
So I had a question. How much has the podcast helped further your music career, or vice versa?
Oh man.
Ooh.
The podcast has helped me shoot my music up. The first song after I launched the podcast that I made, because I'm an artist. I didn't want a theme song from anybody. I wanted to make my own. The song is called Proof, and I put out Proof. I was doing the podcast. First week I put it out, I got 1,000 streams. Actually on the first 2 days. And I was like, what? Oh, what?
Come on now.
There's something wrong.
So the podcast, I'm playing.
Yeah, there's this, and I made it my theme song. And every time the podcast would come on Instagram, I was just like, I'll always play Proof. And people in the comments like, where the proof at? Where the truth at? And that's one of my most popular songs whenever I perform it now. To this day, it has 20,000 streams.
Okay.
20,000 streams. I was just happy to get 1,000, but it's 20,000 now, and it's just like I've had a lot of elements, and it's just shot my music up.
Come on now.
Because because the thing is, I have this thing with my podcast where it's like I'll bring different artists on. I'll have like every other month I'll have like a Sip and Chill Artist Showcase where I would bring them on. I used to do this on Instagram all the time. I think I'm gonna bring it back too. Different artists come on and they just perform. They just get their music out. We just play it. Their audience would get on and just listen to it, and I just told people, show each other respect. And if you like it, cool. But if y'all ain't feeling it, give a little critique, because we're artists. We're sensitive about our shit.
Come on now.
And
Shout out about doing.
Hey, what they know about? That's that soul.
Hey,
that's
that might be for y'all time.
Right. Where the Stones at? So, but but then like after I did get done showing their music, I would show mine. I always play Proof. I have some new stuff, I'll play it. And it just shot everything up.
So let that be advice to anyone, whether you're cooking, poetry, whatever. So the podcast to be a vehicle to help move, propel whatever you got going on.
Yes. And just a lot of networking as well with the podcast. And as soon as I heard the podcast, they'll be like, you're an artist too? And I'm just
I just so happen to be.
Yeah. And then they'll be like, where can I listen to you? And I'm just like, I got you right here, Spotify, Apple Music. And I know it's a job to network, and I just kept networking the music with the pod, and next it just started going up.
Come on, man. So that podcast, y'all.
Yeah.
So I have another question for you.
Yes.
I don't have enough questions tonight, but I want to know. And here's the political experience. Everyone here is the greatness. Let's talk about the downs. Let's talk about the have you ever bombed before? If you have bombed before, how did you move forward from that and keep going?
Okay, B. You ain't that rusty.
Right.
Hey, I try.
Stop playing.
Hey, I keep the track.
That was a great question.
It was a great question.
That was a great question. Yeah. I have bombed. I have bombed.
Because people don't want to talk about that. They don't talk about hear about the good stuff. No, let's hear about the stuff that people don't want to talk about.
Yeah. What do you want to hear about the bombing?
Like what happened? How did you move forward from that? Because I bombed quite a bit.
Yeah. You want to talk about the music or the pod?
Both.
Oh.
Can we talk about both? I'll talk about both.
Okay. So now so one time, music. I had a show. It was a great venue, cool people. But this is when I didn't really practice my craft performance wise, and I just thought because I was just really hype, I'll be able to get their attention.
I'm in the lab, but you was like hype, and then you was like crickets.
Right? No, it was. And the music just wasn't hitting, and this is when I knew I had to evolve my music and really get a distinct, not just sound. We had the sound, but it was my messages,
Wow.
And so I'm getting on stage and I'm performing, and I'm just like, yeah, y'all feel me? And then just
I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. It was just like, y'all feel me? Like I saw one girl in the corner like she was just like, I was like, come on. I was like, yeah, girl, you feel me? My boy is she was just like, nah. Anyway, girl, I was just like,
Well, back to conversation.
yeah.
Wow.
And I was just like, from that day forward, I remember the artists that were there. Jay Lachelle was there. She was the only one that was just like in tune, trying to be respectful.
Yeah.
I was like, you feel me? She was like, and I was just like, all right, cool. So I go back to the lab, and I'm just like, I look in the mirror, and I'm just like, we ain't never letting that shit happen.
Come on now.
We ain't never letting that shit
There
happen.
you go.
So I started practicing. I started fine-tuning the messages that I needed, because we can make fun music, but it has to be something behind it. What's that message?
That's
That's good.
What's that message?
What's that something they're gonna feel?
Exactly. I like proof because it's just like, first off, the hook is, where the proof at? Where the truth at? Where the proof at?
Come on now.
Where the truth at? A nigga right here, girl, you ain't about to do that. That's catchy. All right? But every day, we have to prove ourselves. Where is the proof?
Yeah.
Where is the truth?
Come on now.
Because I'm right here. You ain't about to do all that in front of me now. You feel me?
That's good.
Yeah, so... And I'm not about to rap at nothing that I ain't never been through.
You not a rapper?
No,
Okay.
no. I know a couple of them.
Pump fast.
I'm not gonna pump fake. All right, I'm not gonna tell you where the blicky is,
Right.
or where the whore's at.
So I rap about what I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna rap about what I know.
That's good.
Like I don't know where the blick in the crack at. So so podcast wise.
Why? The thought of it just is like,
Yeah, I'll never forget this. I had a female guest.
it's got when you gotta take a breath beforehand,
Yeah.
it's gotta be impactful.
Yeah, I had a female guest, and the guest that I had, she was I'll say she was beautiful,
Okay.
Okay.
all right.
and I know what you're thinking. Easy.
I'm
easy.
just trying to listen.
She was beautiful, and I'm just trying to ask her questions, and she's like, yeah. I'm from the DC area. Then I moved to LA and all that. But I got a question for you. I was like, yeah, what's going on? And she was like, you single? You single? And I was just like. I was just like, and I was dating somebody right now, but I didn't need people. I was dating someone at the time.
Right.
I was with somebody at the time, and I was just like, that. I was like, come on, that's neither here nor there. Come on, this is just. She's like, seriously. She's like, you so handsome, and it's just like, I'm just like, thank you, but let's get back on the pod.
Try to steer.
I'm trying to steer it back, and the comments are saying, damn, bro, you ain't gonna say nothing, like, and then like, it's like, cause you gotta appease the audience, and I realized you ain't gotta appease this damn audience, but it's just like you still gotta appease the audience in a way. So I'm just like, and it's just like people were like, they like this one person was like, Marcel's scared of pussy, and I'm just like, that's kind of embarrassing because it's just like I'm trying to stay professional.
I'm
trying to stay a professional, and I'm just like I couldn't like, but then like I kept losing thoughts on my questions,
You would have memorized.
Yeah, then
Dang.
and then she was like, and I'll never forget this. She was like, listen, I can't tell if this is Sip and Chill or my show. And I was just like, oh, so you're trying to hijack the show.
Oh.
And like, I was still trying to stay professional, but then I was like, cool, thank you for coming on. We'll be back next week. And we were done. And then afterwards, the show was so bad. I ain't never heard from her again,
I mean,
She actually blocked me too, and I was just like, "Why?" And I was just like, is it because I'm professional? Like, I'm just like, I didn't try to come towards any of your advances. I didn't like try to answer any of your advances or anything, or like.
Have you watched episodes since then?
No. I actually, I was so embarrassed about it, I just deleted the episode.
Get out of here!
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
You gotta find the episode, bro. You gotta find it.
You just send it to y'all. Just
No. And this is why I say this because I've been there, and I watched the episode. I'm like, Like I'm like you, never again. So for me, it's more motivation than anything else.
Yeah.
The ones where I'm stumbling or it's dead air for about a good 8 minutes, I'm like, see y'all next week.
Right.
It's just like that. Like I watched it and I get motivated. I'm like, hell no, never again.
Right.
That's just me. But I was like, gotta find it, man.
Yeah.
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 So that way, when you get down on yourself, you
Let me
just-
motivate
you know.
myself.
You gotta get check it up Kobe Bryant energy, man. That mama mentality. You
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's how I am. Listen, I look at, I cringe. I'm like, ugh, that's disgusting.
It's just like you find that one episode. It's just.
Yep.
Actually, I got another one. It's not as cringy,
Okay.
but this was the redemption arc.
Okay,
of
there
that one
we go.
episode.
Every hero needs that.
So I had a guess. He was all the way from South Africa,
Wow.
and we were on different time zones. I did this episode like in the afternoon because it was like literally nighttime there. He's in the States now. He's an engineer and he's an artist out of Boston. And he's making waves right now. His name is Daydreamer Kev. He's now like not just like a friend of mine. He's like my little brother for real.
Come on, that's it.
You know, and I was just it was like afternoon here. It was nighttime there, and we do the episode, and people are getting on. They was like, who is this? His audience was coming on. They were asking us different questions, you know. And mind you, he was in college there. He had to get up for a big exam, but that was like that was more so because my questions were coming more frequently. You know, I couldn't let any distractions get in the way.
Yeah.
You know, and the rest was history after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, listen, man. That's I'm pretty sure Brittany had an episode.
Yes, I do. It's really just your older episodes. You go back and
Oh,
gosh,
It's like get better though, and I feel like this
Yeah.
always progression of perfection, man.
Yes.
Those who need perfection, you don't need that.
Right.
Yeah.
Progression.
Progression is what will get you to the finish line.
Come on now.
To the
Yeah.
promised land.
Cause listen, ain't never no dead air now.
Right.
Well, boom. Question.
Yeah.
What you eat for lunch today?
Oh, I had
And
that.
so you can think of better one or
Right,
whatnot.
right.
Podcast 101, by the way.
That is.
Right.
Listen to this, man.
So
like it.
with that being said, let me ask you this: when you get ready for your podcast, do you prepare questions? Do you come on top of the dome? Because you're a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
I come off the dome.
Okay.
I come off the
Nothing
dome.
wrong with that.
But if there's something that I'm not really sure of, like I remember I had this fashion designer on. I wanted to ask her some good questions.
So you gotta study up.
Yeah, I had to not just study her and what she does, but I had to study what fashion designers go through. You know?
I like
That's
that.
fair.
Yeah.
See, I'm a little bit different. I like to ask questions from the perspective of a person who has no idea what that person does. To where the simple person can be like, all right, you're a aerodynamic scientist? Okay, what does that even mean?
And then
I know always put it on Brittany. I'm like,
He do always put it on me, so now y'all know.
that's a
Don't
cheat
be
code.
like, I know.
I'll say that's a cheat code though. Just because you ask a question like you're in science, you're an aerodynamic scientist. Define to our audience what that is and how it inspired to change others around you.
come on now.
You know, we don't see a lot of black boys and girls who are aerodynamic scientists.
Exactly.
You
bro.
know,
That's true, yeah.
And you come from that perspective, you'll never run out of questions.
exactly, because you just keep telling him to elaborate on those questions. So he'll have to literally break it down like building blocks.
Exactly.
You know.
This is a pastor, I'll never forget. He said this quote that always stuck with me. He said the point of any good speaker, teacher, or educator is to take the cookies off the top shelf and bring them down to where you can get to them. So taking a specific subject that is above someone's knowledge point and bring it to where they can understand it. That's the whole point. I feel like a podcaster. So if you're an artist, let me know how it is to be an artist and if I want to be an artist tomorrow, how can I implement that tomorrow?
You just got to start.
Exactly.
You have to start. You know, don't say you're gonna start tomorrow or the next day. Just do it. You know, just do it. A lot of people who just say they just want to start, that want to do this, but they don't get started until 5 months later. Now, like, you find people who were interested in you and trying to hear something. Now they're disinterested in you. They moved on to the next thing. You know.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. With that being said, I keep on saying that. With it being said, I won't keep saying that.
All right,
Right. I feel like we all have this point where we're like, I've made it. Have you feel like you had a point yet, or you made, or would you feel like that would be that point for you, both podcast wise and artist wise?
Not even close. Not even close. I'm on my way, but I'll know I made it. It's three things. I'll know I made it when I can just walk in a room and everybody just turns around and knows me.
It's a bar.
I'll know I made it when my signature turns into an autograph. I'll know I made it when not just Ohio knows me, but the whole world knows me. Because think about it like this: why be local when you can be national? But why be national when you could be world renowned? Why be world renowned when you could be international? Why be known when you could be legendary? But why be legendary when you could be immortal?
Tight episode. We'll clip that up. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That was the bar.
Yeah, because it's just like, and talking about the bar.
You are a rapper for real.
Yeah, I am. Like, I do this. Like, people don't get it.
Yeah, that's dope. That was a bar for real. That was a bar.
Yeah, I don't just want to be some guy. Everybody wants to be the guy until it's time to do guy stuff. Everybody wants to be somebody until it's time for that somebody to do something phenomenal.
Wow.
And I can't be just a person on the totem pole. I've been told, you guys, that I can't do this or that literally almost my whole life. But I've been able to do more than what other people have been able to do. Because I want it. I work for it. Who's gonna work harder than me?
Come on, man.
Who's gonna work harder than me?
Better not be nobody.
Nobody. Exactly. Nobody. Because my thing is just like, if you don't hear from me, just know I'm working. If you hear from me, I'm still working. All right? Don't get me wrong, I got a life. You know, I like to go outside. I like to go to Cocky's Bagels. Shout out to them. Shout out to Academy Tavern. You know, and like, you know, I like to go grab food and hang out with friends, but it's just like, when the creative bug hits, I gotta go. Gotta get to the studio. All right? Gotta go. Write this down. Gotta go. Talk to my boys T-Dub and Anime Soul King to go talk about podcast ideas. Because they're always coming up with stuff with me all the time. You know? And the thing is like, if they want to see change, we're all boys. We all talk. If we all got a problem, we're gonna talk as a team, as a family. There was a saying in Alpha Phi Alpha. There is still this saying: no one's A is bigger than anyone else's A. No, in my podcast, no one else is bigger than the podcast, because this podcast is something bigger than ourselves.
Come on now, say it.
It's bigger than ourselves, you know. But my thing is, it's just like, I need to set the bar, because if I don't set the bar, we're getting lazy. You know, some people are content being local.
Yeah.
Marcus Storminson. I'm not. I'm not. I have to go. I have to get out. I have to travel. I have to go see these people. I have to prove myself on a daily. You know, I got to give people something to remember by.
Come on now. It's a bar.
Now I have to ask, because I know you've been throwing out some little motivational pieces for our viewers and for our listeners as well.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to when the streams ain't hitting numbers you wanted to, or the views on your podcast aren't hitting where you would like to number-wise, what keeps you still moving forward?
That's good.
Because some people get this, they see those numbers, they get discouraged, and they're like, what's the point? And they'll quit, and that be the end of that. You know, I'll never forget seeing, and I can't remember if it was on Instagram or something, where there's two men, they're both digging to get to the goal, and one was right there, and you see him turning around, and the other one is getting ready
To hit that.
to hit it.
Yeah.
So, what keeps you going when the streams and views ain't going?
Well, first off, my mom and dad didn't raise a quitter. All right.
So the mom and dad.
Shout out to mom and dad. Papa and mother dear. I wasn't raised to be a quitter. We have to do our research and find why, because there's an audience for everybody.
Come on now.
Yeah, there's an
That's
audience
a fact.
for everybody, especially when it comes to this. Especially when it comes to what we call the music. You know, we gotta look at the analytics. This might not appeal to them, but this might appeal to a different audience.
Yeah.
So I do my research, and then I just share my music with them. You know, it might take a little minute, but you don't know who you're actually inspiring. It happens every day.
It's true.
That's good.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. You talk about the past, talk about the present, talk about the future, brother. What does the future hold for you? Both as an artist and as a podcaster.
Well, it's what I make it. It's what I make it. The future that I see is the podcast is even bigger. The music is even louder, broader. The shows are even bigger. Even my Sip and Chill showcases that I have in real time with real people, in these venues in Cleveland. I need them to be bigger. Like I don't take the bare minimum anymore. The thing is, they need to be bigger, and I want them to be bigger, just because it's just like I know what I'm capable of. Yeah.
For now.
Yeah. They need to be bigger because it's just like, and I've come to learn you can't take everybody with you. You can't take everybody with you. And it's just like I'm literally rebuilding a team as we speak. And I'm only taking people who see the same vision and have a like mind as me. So I'm just pushing forward to the future. Bigger music, bigger shows, bigger acts, bigger pod, bigger everything.
Okay.
Bigger.
Bigger everything.
Bigger
Okay.
everything.
That's good. So, that being said, we're going to get to a simple questions, y'all. Now, y'all let us know in the comments if y'all want to get rid of these questions, y'all want to keep them. I personally want to keep them. I'm going to lie to you. Because I feel like every answer is unique. It's on Snowflake, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I asked the question because, like I said, I saw you off camera. Lord forbid something happens to you. I want to be able to play this back and say, man, he said he's going to do that joint and he did it. And then some.
Yeah.
So that's why I love it for simple questions. So we'll talk about it later, yo.
Yeah, y'all let us know though.
Y'all let us know, though.
'Cause it is debatable.
Exactly.
I'm ready.
With that being said,
I'm ready.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
You have been here for a very long time.
Yes.
And maybe you have or maybe you have, but unfortunately Cleveland has a stigma of not being a collaborative place.
Gatekeeping.
Okay.
Yeah. So my question to you, how do you feel like we can change that narrative of Cleveland not being a collaborative place?
When we stop trying to fight with one another, stop trying to compete with one another. We're one of the hardest working city, blue collar town. Bunch of
We work
creatives.
hard.
We work really hard. Reasons why we thrive in other cities when we move out there. But we just gotta really just help put each other on. And I feel like they're all separated in different cliques. You got the trap artists, as rappers. You got the lyricists, the creative, nerdy type lyricists.
The conscious rap.
The conscious rap. Okay. You got the
All right, Sensei.
yeah. The mainstream but don't want to give you the keys to the kingdom rappers. And then you have artists who are still trying to get it together so they can go ahead and join these other cliques.
Yeah.
We need to come together as one. Reasons why I had to work so hard the first time. People didn't believe at first until I started rapping with the trap niggas. I started rapping with the conscious artists because that was more of my lane. But I always would somehow book trap artists. But it's like the thing is what I like about trap artists is like they gonna help put you on. They gonna get you together before the conscious and the other artists.
I would have thought that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. If they like what they hear, they're like, yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Especially the promoters that work with them. And we're improving in these lanes, by the way. But it's just like I hate seeing the same names over and over and over again, just because it's just like I see the same people on the same flyer. I'm not gonna say any names out loud.
Yeah.
But I keep seeing them on the same flyer for these bigger venues. All right, for like House of Blues. For what's that on the water? We got it on the water in the flats.
Oh my God,
Jacob's Pavilion.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, don't ask artists from the city to sign up for something, and then next thing you know, you still see the same names like you did last year. That's why some of us are so upset and mad.
Wow. You're not giving a chance to anyone.
Right. Literally reasons why, you guys. I made my own lane. And reasons why I'm willing to bring people in and be like, you want to perform here? Let's make it happen. Let's go.
Come on now.
Especially
Create a whole platform for that.
Yeah, sip and chill, So it's just like, I want you to sip, chill, and give me your idea so then we can put it into action in real time. So reasons why I just want us all to come together and like, throw the key away. Let's open the gate. Let's all work together.
That's good.
And there's also reasons why there's more rock and roll artists and pop artists and jazz artists and all these other artists getting signed out of Ohio and in Cleveland in general way before us. You feel me?
That's wild.
It is wild.
Yeah.
It is wild. Like, why is this pop artist who's been only working at his craft for 2 years getting signed before the rapper who's been getting his shows and shit together for 10 years? Why is he getting signed out? Why is he getting signed way before the artist, but way before the rapper who's been working 10 years for his stuff? He's conscious, has a great sound, he looks great, has the work, he has a work ethic, he has the look, he has what they're looking for. But this pop artist is getting signed out first because they're willing to work together, But now I've seen some hip hop artists get signed from Cleveland, but we've had to leave in order to make it happen.
Wow. Man, do you feel the same way with podcasting?
You got me there. I don't think so, because as podcasters, we don't really have a reason to like push each other out, or not work with one another, because we're all gunning for the same dream.
That's facts.
It's funny. I actually went to a little camp. Not even a little camp. It was a big camp. It was called Podcasters United. And yeah, it was great. It was a great experience, especially when you pull up. And it was great because it was just like all of us came together.
Yeah.
And we all just collaborated, had ideas with one another. We shared with one another. We broke bread with one another. We fellowshipped with one another. And we made sure that we would check on each other too. Reasons why we had this group chat.
Yeah. And support one another, man.
It is. Yeah. It is. There's a couple podcasters who are kind of like to themselves, but those are like different type of podcasts who are in different types of lanes. But we still have to pull them in, because we should all be able to share ideas together.
Absolutely. Because I sincerely believe it's enough for all of us, man.
There is. Shout
out to Podcasters United. The next one.
They're definitely good people,
So with that being said, man, my next question to you is, when it comes to collaborations, is there any collaboration you will hope to collaborate in the future? Any entity, corporation, person, or artist?
So I recently did a collaboration, and I had a little sponsorship with Crown Royal.
Come on now.
And shout out to my boy Jesse, such a great guy. I want to collaborate with them again. It was amazing. We could probably do it for our album release party soon.
Okay.
I would love to have you guys there.
Yeah.
Just hit that one time.
Oh, please. But also, I would love to collaborate with the NBA.
Come on now.
With the NBA.
Come on, NBA, stop playing.
I want to collaborate with Boys and Girls Club.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah. Also, but music-wise, I want to collaborate with Drizzy Drake.
Come on now. I can see that though. I like that. That'd be dope.
Yeah. Things are gonna be great with that. I want to collaborate with Podcast United again.
Come on now.
I want to collaborate with the Pull Up Experience.
Sorry, now I'm to look.
All right. It's addicting, right?
It is. I need one for my podcast.
You do. I got you, bro. Don't worry.
Bet.
I got you.
Bet. I also want to collaborate with different artists in general. I'm headed out to Boston to go see my boy Daydream Kev, the South African Nightmare. That's what I call him. We did a song together.
Your friend's the dopest name, by the way. Why you tell you so? I'm like, I want a nickname. I want Cleveland Brandon, son. Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah,
I like that.
Oh yeah, the Cleveland Doc of podcast.
I like that.
Yeah, the Doc of the Cleveland Doc of pod. The conscious podder over here.
Oh, sensei.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yes.
Okay, only me.
Come on.
Cleveland's most beautiful podcast.
Oh,
what?
Thank you.
Yeah. Sniper.
Okay, come on. Every sniper needs an assassin.
Yeah.
Okay, all right now. Okay, I see you.
Only for you. Come on. I don't have a nickname. You know, I just tell it's just Marcus Storm. You know, but I do call myself the orchestrator.
And I gotta ask that because where did the name come from, brother?
Marcus Storm. So my old name. Don't laugh. My old name used to be Wolf Saint Marcus.
Okay, that's different. That's different.
Yeah. Wolf Saint Marcus. And shut up, Brandon, shut up. But people kept getting it wrong. They were on the tickets that I would sell for like, tickets. They was like, "Oh, so you're Marcus Saint Wolf," and I'm just like, "So you're Marcus Wolf Saint?" No, and one person said like he was Prince. So you're Marcus, formerly known as the Wolf, right? And I'm just like, no,
Oh no.
I'm not. But thank you though. You know, it's like I was Prince or something.
Right.
You know,
That's funny.
he didn't even get the name. He spelled it wrong too.
Wow.
Oh man.
Right.
It's the disrespect.
Right. And then I was just like, I need something shorter because my music was starting to get out there a little bit. So I was just like, I need something that people will remember me by. So it was just, I picked Marcus. I kept Marcus. That's it. But then I used to listen to The Quiet Storm when I was younger. Y'all remember 107.3 The Wave?
Come on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 107.3 The Wave.
No,
All right.
you don't know.
Yeah, for all you young people.
Yeah.
You know, and all you YNs. You
Right.
know.
They don't know.
They
Right.
don't know.
Right. And so I picked Storm because that's the quiet storm. So I was like, Marcus Storm. Marcus Storm. And please believe, you know, when Marcus Storm is here, we're not just going to drink and have a good time. No, when I get on stage, a storm's coming. All right?
Okay. I like that.
Thank you.
All right. Well. We have been having a great time with you, by the way.
Thank you.
This
I had
has
a good time with
been
you too.
phenomenal. So obviously, we just know you just being a dope artist, even great, you know, in the podcast realm as well. So just having them dual, you know, responsibilities to be able to share with the world, you know, bless the world before leaving this earth. So when it comes to legacy, 2 parts. What would you like the legacy to be for you as just an individual? But what would you like the legacy to be for everything that you have endeavored in your entrepreneurial roles?
I want people to remember me as a person. Kind-hearted.
Okay.
Worked hard. A little hard-headed.
Are we all?
But was very loving. Was very loving for not just somebody, but to anybody who's willing to, you know, take the love and the help that he tried to give.
Okay.
Now, the legacy I want to leave for myself is like I gotta let my kids know that there's more to life than just their backyard. I dream to have a family, be a father, have my own home, beautiful wife, you know, and just have like, you know, not a kingdom of kids, but you know, probably like
You want me in the cat?
no, not oh God, no. Yeah, no, I just 2 kids of my own, adopt one, you know, and adopt a teenager, by the way, and just let them know like anything in this world is possible, not with just your mom's love, but your father's love, and the support that I'm going to give them, no matter what. You know, I want them to know that anything that you do, you need to work hard at, because the world will humble you when you're not humble yourself. It's like that because I've gotten humbled a couple times at the least expected times, you know, and just work hard. If you want it, like you say you want it, do it, because there's a difference between talkers and doers. You know, a lot of people could talk about it, but are they going to actually do it? Are we actually going to sit down, have a podcast, try to bring people in and tell them something that we're doing that's bigger than just ourselves in order to create not just a movement but profit and bring something to the table that people can leave out with? You know, do it with love. I want people to remember me as I do it with love, do it with respect for not just me but the people around you. You know, so yeah.
It's a great legacy, my friend.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah, I just, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
I can see you being Nick Cannon, though. I can see that.
Say
two.
Now he didn't win and mess it all up.
22 real quick, you know. This one that
I'm just like, I just want to. Yeah,
Right.
I have a wife, and me and her like to have fun. We just have 3 more, and the next it's 5, and
5 turned into 10.
10.
You know, he just be wishing this baby root on everybody now. Don't pay him no mind, okay?
No, it's all good. It's all good. This man pops out with one. Next thing you know, he's just like, you should have a kid. You should have a kid.
Absolutely.
Just keeps Oprahing all of us.
Yeah, I put the baby
yes,
food on
he
her.
do. Viewers, y'all
Sensei,
watch
you
out. He
ready for
trying
that
it
child?
all. He done did that. Everybody's been a victim of that.
Yeah, but first, before we end it, I gotta shake your hand.
Okay.
Because I got an announcement for you two.
Uh-oh. What we got for her?
So there was an award show that I used to have on Sip and Chill called the Toasties,
Oh, nice.
and I've put y'all on the ballot. Not even on the ballot. You guys won. I'm doing individual awards.
Whoa.
The Pull Up Experience has won the Pioneer Award of the year.
Wow.
And
Wow, okay.
yeah,
Wow.
I keep my ear to the ground on everything. You guys have
Wow.
done everything to bring the community together,
Wow.
and for that,
That's an honor, my friend.
yeah, and for that, y'all are pioneers.
Come on now, bro.
Thank you. Hit that button again.
Come on, I mean, a couple times.
I'll do it for y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Come on now.
and you're a humble guy. You know that.
Very.
God is good, my
He
friend.
is.
Hey, listen, I have no choice but to be humble.
You're not gonna tell them what you've been an honoree in.
Oh, yeah. Who's who in Cleveland?
Yeah.
No. Shout out, thank you guys for inducting me because this is what I tell anybody, man. I promise you, I don't even know why y'all know names sometimes because I just do what God called me to do. Let's be honest. But it is very humbling and very honoring to be recognized for the things we do here at the Pull Up Experience. And I want to recognize my team on top of that because I would not get done without those amazing people. So let me say that. So let me get that one time down.
Oh yeah,
And then my man right here is also going to be.
Yes. Congrats.
Thank
to
you.
as well.
thank you. I was pleasantly surprised. I was just like, I just.
Well deserved though, my friend.
Yeah,
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you. I put my name in the hat and I was just like, all right, good luck everybody. I was like, go nominate me, you guys. And next thing you know, I get like 4 or 5 more text messages like, we nominated you, bro. We nominated you. You know, and I ain't hear from them in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
He's like,
to a month. I was like,
I make the cut.
right. I was just explaining like, hey, you guys, I didn't make the cut, but but next thing you know, I'm at lunch, for the people, for when I'm not doing music and podcasting, I'm actually a personal banker. But like I get a text message during lunch with the congratulations, and I was just like, what is this? And then I open it up, next thing you know, it's who's who, and I'm just like, wow.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's the best is when it catches you unexpectedly.
Yes.
Like, oh, all right, I'm
Yes.
doing something out here.
Yes, I was just pleasantly surprised.
Well, congrats. And congrats to all of the
Yes,
honorees
absolutely.
as well.
2025, the inductees for the year. I promise you, it's a
Yeah.
phenomenal.
It's a phenomenal list
Sure,
of people.
I will say, I've been seeing it pop up on my Instagram feed quite a bit. I'm like, oh, they made it too. Like,
Yeah.
so it's kind of cool
Yeah.
to know some of the who's that have been, honored. So
Can
yeah.
can I inspire real quick?
Absolutely.
So with the podcast and the music, it's a lot of hard work, but the accolades I've gotten. Do you guys mind if I go off the list?
Come on now.
Okay,
Hey,
yeah.
come on. Brett, I'll take this real quick. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm a 6-time Ohio Entertainment Award nominee. I am a 2-time Legend Award nominee. I am a member of Forbes Black. I am a 5-time Cleveland Scene nominee with 2 honors
Ooh.
for best hip hop artist.
Come on.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
man. It's so many. You gotta list them all. Just like I do it.
Yeah. Sorry. Let me just. Let me see, because I wrote them down. And
I gotta start doing that. I'm like, excuse me, you know who I am.
Hello, right.
You know who I am.
Yeah. Yeah, I got nominated for my podcast this year for Cleveland Scene. Got nominated again for Best Hip Hop Artist.
Come on now.
I'm part of Who's Who in Black Cleveland.
Hey.
and I've been able to make it to the Grammys. I've gotten to see the top of the mountain, and it looks beautiful. But it takes a lot of hard work.
Come on now.
I've gotten to work All-Star Weekend.
I'm telling.
Yeah. So I'm telling you guys this: anything is possible, and the Crown Royal sponsorship. You know, anything is possible that you guys put your minds to. If you're able to get up in the morning, then you're able to work. If you're able to get up in the morning, then you're able to get your day started. You'll be able to work with what you have. You know, it all starts with what you want at the end of the day. Your dream is not a choice. It's a need if you want it as much as you say you want it. And a dream is just a goal without a deadline. But if you're not willing to reach your deadline, then you're not really willing to reach that goal. And with that said, you guys, I do have to go. Sorry.
Well, we appreciate everything that you have given us tonight, and I'm sure those that are watching, those that are listening, same as well. Definitely, you kept it going, man. Listen, I knew that we were in for a good one, and you did not disappoint. So thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you.
So lastly, where can people reach you, follow you, support you?
All right. Again, for the people who don't know, the women that want to know, and you Negroes here for a good show. Again, my name is Marcus Storm. You guys can follow me everywhere on all platforms. Marcel_Deer on Instagram. Marcus Storm on all platforms. Spotify, Apple Music. Sip and Chill Club podcast on all podcasting platforms. Marcus Storm, spelled Marquis, Storm, STORM. The album, The Feelings Mutual, will be dropping, but the mixtape, The Wolf of Rap, dropping as soon as possible. Checkmate out now on all platforms. Dapper Dan out now on all platforms. Be sure to check it out, you too.
Okay, of course.
Listen, as you're watching this, guys, right there in the show notes, we'll have all the information, so you guys have no excuse why you're not streaming, listening, subscribing, all the good things to this amazing brother right here, okay?
Yes.
Brother, we appreciate you so much for being on today. Yes, sir. Come on now.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Guys, episode 294.
294.
294, y'all. Road to 300.
Yeah.
It still is. It's almost here.
Wow.
Yes.
Crazy.
Absolutely. Until next time, guys. We'll see you then.
See y'all soon.
Peace.
All right.